Why would we need a 50-foot bed?
I mean, TD Jakes ain't small. I'm just saying. If it's a group thing, it's a group thing. You gotta think about, you got Rick Ross, you got Khaled. We talk about heavy hitters.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time it is.
You spoke on Diddy. Can I ask you, is there still smoke on Diddy, or do you feel like it's?
Oh no. The smoke, they're trying to figure out how to evenly distribute the smoke.
Oh,
because he got train smoke coming, and me and Gene have really been trying to, and because I see Gene, he's struggling so hard not to say more. We all know where this shit is going, and we also know that there are a lot of other people being affected. And from what I was privy to hearing, I believe it was supposed to be clickbait, but then it kind of lined up with some other information that I got. Jay-Z was recently questioned about his involvement in bringing underage girls to freak-offs. And apparently some of the testimony that they've gotten from Foxy Brown for the Keefe D trial is now starting to blow back on the Carter.
Dang. Did you see that Ice Cube says that Diddy is being targeted? Do you believe that?
I mean, question is this. Is the big three playing over here at American Airlines this summer?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be done last year.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, big three was over. And Ice Cube started speaking out and talking about how the powers that be and the elites and the this and the that. And now all of a sudden he's saying Diddy got set up and the big three coming back, huh? My. How illuminated! I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't got no problem with Mr. O'Shea Sr., but he was a sellout once and he's a sellout now. You know, he's never told the truth about why he really left. Why he really left NWA. And he's never told the truth about what happened between him and Dre. Wonder why. Something shameful there? I don't know.
Do you know the truth?
I've heard things.
Okay. Well,
I do know Yo-Yo.
It's also came out in the news that
I also know Michelle A. You know, the women that they threw away. Those are my friends.
It's also
I'd
came.
love to see Michelle A on this guy.
Yeah, we should make that happen.
Not like us. Oh no, like that. She's on. They sample her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's also came out. Diddy bed has been going viral. He has a 50-foot bed that was outside his house during his parties. Did you hear about that before he got busted or anything like that? 50-foot.
50 feet?
Yeah, 50-foot bed outside his house.
Mod Squad, baby. You got it?
Yeah.
I'm filming. Odello tap in. Sorry, Mod Squad. You know what they call about them damn t-shirts. Y'all go.
Yeah, we gotta get on t-shirts.
Hung and cool today. Are you there? Are they there yet?
Yeah, we gotta get it. Did you ever hear about that? A 50-foot bed outside?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So what was that? What was that? Why would we need a 50-foot bed?
I mean, TD Jakes ain't small. I'm just saying. If it's a group thing, it's a group thing. You gotta think about, you got Rick Ross, you got Khaled. We talk about heavy hitters.
So what you're saying is, in Hollywood or in the music industry, it probably goes beyond threesomes.
I used to go to Club Bed in Miami. I went to Club Bed when, you know, Dade County came through and with the health inspections because of some of the that was going on, and we had to get a little tame. And I was there when it was just nothing but beds and silk curtains and people in broad daylight
Goddamn.
with the club lights on. Yeah, it's Miami.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's typical. All this stuff is typical.
Mm.
Butt naked, volleyball games, find the sand, snatch the sand, dumb shit.
Shit. Find the sand.
Yeah,
Snatch the
because
sand.
be playing, and then they get up the hoo-hoo, and then the sand it gets everywhere. You've never noticed?
So group sex is a thing?
Oh, very much so common.
Okay. Well, with
That's
that,
why I couldn't believe it when I saw Jay-Z having sex with my... Anyway.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I didn't want to believe it, but he was there. He was doing what he was doing. He's having a good time. He's enjoying himself. He looked very happy.
Now, Jag, they're gonna
He's
say
just come out the closet,
they're gonna want these industry secrets stay within the industry, Jaguar.
Yeah. I've been keeping them. I'm just tired. I'm getting old. I need to clear some of this before I get dementia. Because can you imagine with the past I've had? Me with dementia, I'll be more dangerous at 80 than I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sitting there on the porch. Fucking Clive Davis was fucking out of Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere. Can you imagine? Would you like some Jello? Whitney Houston should have like me with all of this shit in here. Oh my God!
And it was interesting. We had Michael Collier up here, and he spoke on his crack addiction.
Yeah.
And then he spoke on Whitney, and
Yeah.
he just kind of basically stated, you know when you see, and it's interesting that sex, drugs.
It's how they control you.
Yeah, it seems like that's
Anderson .Paak. Brilliant.
correct.
And don't get me wrong, Silk Sonic is dope.
Very dope.
Truth is, Bruno Mars needed, not Ace. We were listening to Oxnard on the way here. He hasn't heard a lot of that album. I was surprised because it's so Cali. It's such a Cali record. And even the tribute that he did to Mac Miller and My Brother's Keeper with Pusha T. I mean, the amount of talent. Anderson .Paak just... So why in God's name did he need to do Silk Sonic? His albums were killing. And My Brother's Keeper. He wrote that about Mac. Ace tried to get clean after Mac died. He was very broken up about it. Got sober. Why in God's name would the industry force him into a group with the biggest cokehead in the world? Like, why? Why would you take someone that talented and brilliant and say, hey, you know what? We're not going to promote you as a single solitary artist, even though you can do it. You'd be amazing. You'd be great. You don't need anybody. But since you're getting sober, we want to take you here and we want to put you with King Cocaine. And we think two of y'all together gonna be fabulous. Fabulous. Well, all the money that Silk Sonic has made in Vegas. And don't forget, I live in Vegas now as well. I hear all the tea. I got tea up. I got backed up tea, like a septic tank.
Yeah.
That I got going. Well, I got some prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, they gonna get a tea. They gonna get a tea.
Well, no. See, this is the thing. Prostitutes, best information. It's just, and it's even better when you don't have to take their word for it, when you just give them a camera.
Ah, shit.
I don't need you to tell me nothing. I'm present. Always, I believe, especially in the casino town, you should always have at least 5 prostitutes. Because there's one that's going to get pregnant, and there's one that's gonna get booked, you know, and then there's one that you know is gonna like you know have a coming to Jesus moment because her mom found out she was sucking for money again. You know what I mean? And then
Not
she come
again.
back next week. They'll put me in, coach. You know. But you know, if they're gonna be out there doing all of this, then they might as well put it to good work and do some good.
True. They say Bruno Mars, he like owed a casino $30 million gambling problem.
Oh no, not just gambling.
Oh.
Gambling and that cocaine.
Oh,
Bruno Mars right now, I think somewhere around 55 million and 68 million in debt.
yeah. It's bad.
He'll be doing shows in the afterlife. You hear me? This
Shit, who you gonna call?
he gotta keep working. And they got the VIG running. They got the juice running.
Oh.
It's interest on all that. You want to know how? True story. You want to know how they got Gladys Knight's show down there?
Please.
Gladys never wanted to do a Vegas show. She had no reason to. She's Gladys Knight. Want to know why she had to go back to work? Her husband. The very man that gave Aaliyah over to Robert Kelly. Barry Hankerson. Ran through all her cash, up everything. She went on tour, came home to realize she was about to lose everything, even that chicken and waffles restaurant in Atlanta. What a lot of people don't know about Gladys Knight is that she's a card player. She's a good one. She can play poker with the boys. Her, Anita Baker, they mean with them cards. She almost earned it back. She needed, what was it, 1.7 million? She had almost made it to 2, and then she cracked 2, and then they turned it on and they took it all back. She almost had it. If she had stopped, she could have paid off almost all of her debt except for maybe like $10,000, but she could have done with a show.
Jeez.
Then she kept working, see, and then they had to get her up from the table. They came and they walked her into the back cage and they offered her the show because she went from almost breaking even on her debts that she came there to win to owing them $6 million in 2 days.
Damn. Okay.
So the deal that they made with her was that she would come and do a show. The first year, Gladys Knight didn't even get paid. Bubba got paid and the other players in the show, but Gladys didn't get a salary. She was able to shop for free at the cachet shop. And she had her suite. All of her meals and everything was taken care of, but they didn't pay her a dime, not for that first year. And then it was sold out, if you remember. Gladys' show in Vegas was sold out for quite some time, for a couple of years. So she stayed so she could actually earn. But that first year was free. She had to pay that debt.
Wow.
The casinos are set up to do that. That's what they do with entertainers. They get you in debt, so you have to keep working. With Bruno Mars having the kind of problems that he's having and Silk Sonic being the vehicle for Anderson .Paak's future, what does this say for Anderson .Paak? Especially if through grief he found sobriety and now you're around someone who's snorting this shit in front of you all day, all night. Who you have to be around because this is the deal, right? What does that sound like to y'all?
Yeah, it sounds like Anderson .Paak.
That's like saying we're gonna do an intervention for Diddy and we're gonna make him and R. Kelly roommates. Are you kidding me? And then they can take a this or a smell or a spray or a vibe, and next thing you know, it triggers all kinds of things. You remember that epidemic of bath salts when people just started randomly breaking out, eating other people?
Yeah, it was bad in Miami.
Yeah.
When you think about it like that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
How did that stop?
You're right.
Like you heard about it because the one guy went and ate somebody's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. How did that stop? Like it just went away. Yeah,
just like the super HIV that came about 15, 20 years ago and left for about a month. It was considered a major, potential epidemic. And then you just don't hear about it anymore. What they didn't tell anybody is that they knew all the people that had it, exactly who had it, and they knew that everybody that had it was about to die within the course of 2 months or less. So they didn't worry about it. And anybody who, they just warn people, don't do this and don't do that. Want to know what's funny?
Sure.
It popped up. It first popped up and started. CDC tracked it down, but they didn't talk about it at a house party in the Hamptons.
Oh, wow.
At Diddy's house.
Oh. Not the super. Shit.
It viraled out real fast. But about 150 people died in 2 months of the super HIV, which they said was linked to overly promiscuous sexual activity mixed with drugs and it had a chemical reaction that turned this HIV into full-blown AIDS within 48 hours.
Damn.
They all just died.
Yeah.
Diddy's house.
Yeah.
Freak off.
Yeah, it seems to be more lawsuits coming out, men and women now. It just gets crazier and crazier.
What did I say? They gonna drug you.
Yeah, we have
They gonna put that 2C on you and let the good times roll, baby.
yeah, we have Omar Gooding coming in a couple days.
Really?
That's Cuba Gooding
That's
Jr.
interesting.
Yeah, and
No, it's very interesting because one of the weird from the troll farm, her ex-husband is filming Omar Gooding's podcast in LA.
Oh, okay.
She's a real too. She's connected to Roxanne Mack Johnson, Craig Mack's widow, who's also a bad boy victim. Isn't that interesting?
Man, it's like
and
6
he's
degrees
coming
of
here.
separation. Yeah, he'll be here.
What's he gonna do? Try to convince everybody that his brother ain't a Diddy doo-wop bop?
No.
Well,
I'm assuming he'll
I
try.
can tell you what he won't talk about: his very close relationship with John Singleton, who was very homosexual. And Omar did a lot to get that role for Baby Boy.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was told by John Singleton's ex-girlfriend who ended up marrying a friend of mine. She doesn't remember. She was drunk. We were at a dinner party. But apparently there were things that Tyrese wasn't willing to do for John Singleton, and Omar was willing to do it all.
Damn. Hollywood.
Diddy do wop bop.
Wow. Okay.
His brother
allegedly.
did all that. His brother did all that shit. Everybody know it. Cuban been running around here playing radio and playing he get good radio. He get good dope when he wants to, don't he? And then he come back, let me help you on some Jerry Maguire shit with it. Like he be, do you remember when his dad died a few years back? It was a little odd because they said how they found him. He was high in the car. They found him in the car, drugged out.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they glossed right over that.
Wow.
A few years ago.
Damn.
Cuba Gooding's dad. His father was a musician.
Didn't know that either.
Professional artist. He used his music ties to get his boys into Hollywood. And they spent time around Quincy Jones.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So, can I ask you?
Tell Omar I said to tell Ascari Films. Tell his the fuck.
Okay, we'll probably play it for him.
Or maybe you can just remind him how I deal with nosy podcast mother who want to come around here, sniff around here, trying to find a way to see if they. Omar, back the off. Stand down. That Ascari, his is a. She makes goddamn credit cards with an embroidery machine. These are the kind of people you doing business with, Omar? While your daddy running around grabbing it. I ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let that go.
Okay. So, Jack, let me
They said his daddy had Phil Spector tendencies, but anyway.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you, when you see news report come out, Irv Gotti sued
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Moolah. Hey.